It was the dead of summer in Tennessee, about 8:30 or 9 p.m., and my buddy Paint Thinner, that's a story for another time, and I had been out fishing all day. We hadn't had anything to eat but beer, and by this point, we were starving. I'm behind the wheel on a back road so narrow 2 dogs couldn't pass each other, when Paint Thinner spots a calf stuck in a ditch. Now Paint Thinner, with all the brilliance that a belly full of beer can muster, gets this look like he's staring into an imaginary flashlight and says, "Pull over behind that walking stake. I got an idea." Naturally, I ask, "Enlighten me." "Huh?" he replies. I said, "What's your idea?" "Oh yeah, well, I'm hungry as hell, spent all my money on drinking, and I've made up my mind that I'm taking that walking lunch menu home with me." I laugh and say, "I bet you can't do it." "Shit, it ain't no thing," he says. "Well, what if it doesn't want to go?" I ask. "That won't be up for discussion," he replies, and with that the dance began. Paint Thinner stumbles out of the truck and, realizing he can still walk, leans through the door and says, "In order for this to go smoothly for Mr. Lunchable, you're in charge of keeping it lit up, okay? Keep the lights on it." With that established, what happened next was hard to put into words. Paint Thinner, taking what in his mind are precisely placed steps, but in reality what I'm seeing looks like he's in a round room trying to find a corner to shit in. He finally gets to what he thinks is a good striking point and unleashes his attack. Now, folks, what happened next? They wouldn't be allowed in a rodeo. All I saw was a blur of hooves, feet, ass, and elbows. I truly don't think there's 1 inch of that fence row that the calf didn't introduce my friend to. I drove up to the scene, leaned over, and opened the door. Paint climbed in. We sat there for a bit. I'm trying not to laugh, and he's catching his breath with a cloud of defeat surrounding him. Nothing was said until we got to Paint Thinner's house. I put the truck in park, looked over and asked, "You reckon you're going to be all right?" My friend looked straight ahead, tipped his hat back a little and said, "Shit, whoever said Rocky Mountain oysters are good can kiss my ass. I tried to take a bite and that damn thing drugged me half to death." Oh, those wonderful Tennessee back roads.